30% battery.
Alright. What are we doing?
Today, we are changing the brake pads on an 06 Silverado 71Zs 1500.
Oh, yeah.
Changing the brake pads out on these drum brakes. First off, for starters, you gotta take your tire and your wheel off. You know,
Oh, yeah.
That's just standard issue.
Jack it up. Put a jack stand under it.
Can't be too safe. Then, we got 3/8
3/8 by 16 thread holes. And they were nice enough to leave us threaded holes in the drum.
Here, we'll give you a little look. We'll give you a little look here.
Oh.
We got these right here.
Oh, yeah.
In which you got their little holes, which your bolt just slips right into. She gets a little tough once you get to a certain point, but that's what you get your little socket for. You just got a 9/16. And you just...
Oh, just slick as can be, it just forces the drum off.
You kind of want to go back and forth because you don't want to... Oh, we had one big issue. Forgot to take those suckers off.
Forgot to take the clip off.
So an easy solution for this would be... If we do...
Destroy the clip.
Back her out just a tad bit.
Oh, yeah.
Back her out just a tad bit.
Oh,
Push
man.
that. If you grab your little screwdriver and you're able to get under there, you may or may not be able to. Oh.
You just pry it out enough to get on it with the pliers, right?
Pretty much. You don't need too much wiggle room, but a little bit is helpful. There we go. Get under there. Grab it like that. Would you mind handing me the pliers?
Oh, yeah.
Alrighty. You got your red pliers.
Oh, yeah.
Just standard issue.
Those are made in America. That's why they're good.
As they should. Sometimes she doesn't want to be the nicest. I struggled with this more than Reverend Doctor.
Give her a rip. Get a grip and give her a rip, right?
I don't have dad hands. As
the dad hands make it easier.
if you just give her, you need a little more slack.
Alright. So we'll get rid of the clips. Give the clip a grip and a rip.
Oh. Well, at this point, you just don't even need her. You just throw her at the wall.
You could put it in the trash or something.
Dramatic effect. Not as fun.
So first the clips, and then the bolts. Now we're using the 3-inch long 3/8 by 16 bolts to force that girl off.
You want to kind of do it evenly, or else you're going to grind your threads. As you can see, when you put the lower one, it grinds the top. Tighten it out, it spaces it a little more evenly.
And then once you get her kind of leaned out there a little ways, I think wrapping on it with a hammer kind of pop the pads out might be kind of cool. Because now we're going to start to stress things.
I'm just going to grab this little sucker and you just kind of...
You want to make sure you don't breathe the giant cloud of dust that comes out.
Asbestos will get you. That's left.
Now you can see the pads are starting to get popped past the edge of the drum. Can you see that? Look at it. Don't breathe it, but just look at it.
Oh, I'm breathing.
Alright, now you need to get to beating on those pads again. I should have popped my hand.
Where's she at?
Feel the edge of the pad there where it's already sticking out. If you got
Maybe.
gotta do what you did before, but beat it around, I think last time I put the big screwdriver onto the pad material and kind of bonked it with the hammer a couple times.
Or you can just crank it. I think either way, she's gonna come off.
Oh I think it's gonna come off, but I think. Oh yeah, she's about to give. Oh, a little tap tap and it'll give. Oh, there it went.
And there she goes. That's all she wrote.
Just like, oh, those were due.
Oh, just tad bit. So, you see another issue here, which might have been caused afterwards. She's not even.
That's from prying it out.
Oh, that'll do her.
Alright, so next, you got that little dinky top spring.
You grab this little spring. You just.
You gotta get it over that little loop.
Snap her on off.
There you go.
She's real cute.
Yep.
You just throw her right there.
Put her out of the way so you don't drop all the trash in it.
Oh, that might be a good idea. Put her over there. Then.
And then watch that little dingle dangler. Your adjuster is gonna try to fall off.
Yeah, let's take him out of the way first.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Take him out. Just another cute little piece. All good. No worries.
And you should be able just to push your pads apart at the top and pull him out.
No, because we still got our springs in.
Well, you should be enough to get him out, I think. You don't have to monkey with the adjuster.
She don't want to monkey anyways.
If you can't get it out yet, then just,
Oh,
yeah.
never mind. I lied to you. There we go. So from here,
Right in the dirt pile.
too much dirt. Grab your little springs.
That's one side.
Grab this one. Don't let it bite you. You got this pad off. Next thing you got, let's get this off. There we go. So you got this. You finagle it out of the way. Ooh. And flip it over.
Is that your parking brake?
This is the parking brake. You don't want to manhandle her too much. You just give her a little love. So the best idea here, push this down. Kind of. Oh, it's okay. So the key, you want to compress your spring. Push this little lever that's on the inside. Grab your other hand. Compress the spring until your little bullet pops out, which you get a little slap. Spring pops off. Easy peasy.
There we go. Now we've got what? Oh, Lord.
We've got interrupters, but it's okay.
Oh. And then that little spring just lifts out of its hook, right?
You know, I think it's supposed to, but, you know. I think I might be having some problems. But
You should just kind of lean and lift, I think.
oh, yep, there she goes. That's all she wrote.
There you go.
And now I'm just fiddle fucking.
Now you're just getting it tangled for no reason.
I got it tangled with the brake cable.
Alright, so then we give her a quick inspection, right? And we see we don't have any juice coming out of the wheel cylinder. We don't have any juice coming out of the axle seal. Wiggle that up and down there.
Still going.
Oh yeah.
Not much play.
Wheel bearing feels good.
These, you just want to push them back and forth. They go.
They're not sticky.
Not at first, but you know, now she's all over it.
Okay.
But they go back and forth, no problem.
Not sticky,
Now-
no juice is leaking.
You want to check
Next
this.
thing.
So this still got some white.
White lithium grease in there. That's fine.
She's still A-okay. Put that back in there. You don't have to worry about it then.
Yeah,
You just wanna-
wind her in a little ways.
Oh, it's reverse thread, reverse thread.
Yeah, reverse thread, so
Pretty much.
turn your brain backwards.
So since these are worn, it's going to be out a lot farther. So just in preparation, we're just going to screw her in. She's not getting caught. She's loose, smooth as butter, no problem. That's about where she's going to be sitting once you get the new pads in.
And then a little trick, when you go to put it back together later, if you can't remember which way it went, the side that has the most dirt sitting on it is usually the side that was up. Because
Typical.
gravity dropped all that dirt on it. So, you know, don't be huffing the dirt, but that'll help you. And also, as you might notice, the long sides of the teeth face out towards you. Alright, now we're going to spray it down with stuff, but first we better find something to catch the stuff with. And we'll catch up when we're reassembling. And then, of course, after you've already beat on it and, you know, manhandled it, we were wearing respirators when we did that, right?
Yeah.
And
We're just gonna use a whole bottle of brake clean on her. And then you wanna grab your brush and attempt to scrub the little mounting pieces, but it probably isn't gonna work if you have any type of rust.
well, you know,
Because it doesn't care about your opinion.
19-year-old truck or so with 170 something thousand miles on it. You know, you just want to make sure that, well, you can't really make sure. You're trying to, you know, make a smooth surface for the shoes to ride on. But they were riding on the surface that's there, so they'll ride on this one.
You just kind of scratch it up a little bit, just try to make it a little bit nicer of a home.
Yeah.
And then if you really want to be extra, you can just do a little bit of.
Oh yeah. Now you're just showing off. And then we were getting a little woozy, so we had to open the doors.
We are garage experts.
So I like the custom-made drip catch fan.
Oh yes, coolant
That's real nice.
saved the day. Well, lack of coolant saved the day. You know, she doesn't look any much better than what she did, but that's okay.
Well,
That does. Oh shit.
your wheel cylinder's shinier anyway. All right, so that's the cleanup step. So that's step what? Take off the wheel. Take off the brake part. Clean it up. Step 3. That's step 3. And then subparagraph D.
You start with this little guy. This is gonna be the caliper that has your e-brake on it.
You think you ought to move your pool of death?
No, I'm good.
And then maybe-
I'll scooter.
Let's take it outside so we can close the doors and not kill the rest of our brain cells.
We don't need those.
I only got a couple left.
What you want to do is you want to smear it into the floor as much as possible.
Step 3, subparagraph A. Do a little cleanup.
You just
Then you're not, you know, grinding your boots into all the asbestos and metal filings.
and
while
then you won't get beat by your mother.
you're less likely to track things onto the carpet. There's a broom, literally right there.
I think the paper towel works better.
Alright, cleanup phase in progress. Next step coming up.
Till you get there.
Alright, so step 4 is put it all back together. But did we learn anything from the other side?
So, yes.
Should we go disconnect that cable on the other end?
So we're gonna show you the exact way that you're gonna do it. So you're gonna be stubborn. You're not gonna want to listen to the YouTube videos that you watch. So most likely, you're gonna sit here
You don't listen.
and you're gonna sit
This is
here.
the you don't listen version.
This is the you don't listen. You're gonna hold
This
it
is if you don't watch the video all the way through.
and you're gonna just push it and you're gonna be real angry. You're like, oh, I got this. I'm a strong man. I don't need none of this. I just shove this all the way on through, and you know.
You might.
Oh, I'm just stronger than you. You see, it didn't work for him. But you see me? I'm a young, strong man, and I just got it. I didn't plan on it to work, but it worked.
Well, if you don't want to destroy the soft tissue of your hands, forcing it on, or you're not as strong as this guy, you can go make that noise when you come up off the ground, and then you can walk around here. This is where we put the empty brake cleaner can with the other empty cans so that we don't realize they're empty until we actually need them. And then you come around right here. Can you see? Yep. This one goes to the driver's side. This one goes to the passenger side. And you can kind of roll that clip, you know, when you don't have a spring tension on it, and pop that out and give you a little extra wiggle room. But He-Man over there didn't need it. On this side, it came and quite handy when we're doing this side. Oh, yeah.
Alrighty, so you got your little spring right here, which we took off earlier. We didn't clean her up because who needs it? You want to make sure your teeth, your little prongs are sticking inward. Then if you look down below here, which if we put a little light right here, there's this little tooth that you might be able to see, might not.
Hook, you might call it.
You just want to kind of...
You gotta get the hoop on the hook. The hoopty-hoo goes on the hook.
And
right?
Sometimes she's a pain, but...
It goes on the hook that you took it off of in step, whatever that was.
2.5.
3-ish?
It was somewhere in there.
One of the steps. The one where you took it off.
You know, I'm struggling a little bit more than, I really planned to. Let me put my professional light back on.
We can edit out the struggles.
Oh, yeah, that's fair.
Unless you say something funny while you're struggling, and then we won't. Oh, this lighting is terrible.
Okay. Oh, nope, she didn't want to go. Maybe I should put on the other thing first. Who knows? Maybe I give myself some
I think we did it before. If you take this back down, and then you do the big W wire.
I don't feel like that's safe.
Yeah, you can rotate.
There we go. Now she's pretty.
And then the W wire.
Sounds like they can't.
Oh man, we just can't cut a break.
We just can't have anything warm. You're gonna have to move the Civic. I gotta pull out.
Yeah, your pull-out game weak, because where else am I supposed to park the Civic?
Actions.
Alrighty. So once you got your little W spring on there, you wanna kind of... Oh, I forgot to do the rotates. You want your parking brake to be in the back of your brake pad. Then you just want to like pinch your finger.
So you have to get your finger caught in there. You might need it for something.
Eventually one day. So you want to kind of try to keep them at the same height in a sense.
Try to keep that W wire even on the whole left and right.
So
as much as you can.
It kind of helps it to put it on the emergency brake little lever.
It'll help you later to keep it as even as possible.
Then you kind of just pull this one back. You want to make sure there's a little lip at the bottom. You want to make sure your brake pad goes on there.
Yeah, make sure the pads are behind that plate right there.
Then you want to make sure your pads are at the right level. You just position them up near where you have your little piston. And it doesn't need to be perfectly there, but it definitely helps. Then I had the best, help kind of just grabbing this, pulling it over, and then swinging this way. Then if you grab your screwdriver, you want a big one, kind of just help pry it over, hold it in the right place. If you grab your brake pad and position it in and let go, pull it back over, kind of try to push it back up, because you want to keep both sides kind of at the correct level. See this, it's a little higher on this side than what it was originally, which it's okay.
Side number 2 is always going to be more of a fight, basically.
But that's okay. We love a little struggle, I guess, in a sense. Grab this.
Struggle always makes stories better.
Pull her. See, I grabbed in the wrong spot. Grab there. Pull her out. Try to crank her on over. This is where the struggle ensues.
There you go, get her.
That's what we're hoping for. But maybe not. So, yet again, got it to the right height. Hold it on over there. If you're able to hold her there without the spring flying back, you might have to like swap back and forth between the pliers.
Basically, this part of this process is where you're gonna go back to your vocabulary of stern wording and creative expletives. be careful. Try to keep your fingers out of pinch spots. And good luck. Because
That happens.
eventually you will get it there. But if you can keep that W clip even from one side to the other as best as you can when you put the first side on, the second side will go easier. But I haven't seen a graceful way to do it yet. But once you get it in there,
Sometimes you have to abuse her in a slight way.
did you get it in yet? No. All right. Well, for the sake of any impressionable youth or impressionable adults or people that don't like vile language, we're gonna just skip ahead to where we do have it in.
Alrighty. Got him on.
All right,
Only took some
W
language.
spring is installed.
She's not the
I'm
most
kind
level.
of proud of the kid. I didn't hear any bad words.
I think I had one, and it was directed at myself. So,
And then
now that you have these on, what you're going to want to do for your first step is you got your spring. No, I lied. Very much so, I lied. You got this. Your dirty side, your clean side. Dirty side goes on the top, long sides on each side. Oh, don't pull that out. We need that on there still. You got this. Kind of just, what you want to do is you want to tuck her up in there. Now we're going to have to tighten her down more and more until you get her to the right. Seeing that you have proper size pads now.
remember the short side goes in.
Oh, yeah, you're right. You are right there. So once you have that in,
You might
Then-
want to adjust that back out a little ways. Because that's gonna just be all that much fiddling. You can kind of pull the pad back a little too.
alright, now that she's in there, that's good. You want to grab your little thingy, whatever it's called again.
That would be your adjuster.
Your adjuster. So now that you have that on there, then you grab your spring.
Nope, wrong hole.
Oh,
That's what she said.
That's what you.
grab that. Grab your pliers on it again. Try to.
It's hard to.
Let's try to do it from the other side so y'all can see as well. Grab her. Then you want to just put your adjuster where she feels like she's supposed to go. So right there works. Then you want to get your screwdriver and just, you're gonna.
Alright, sorry about that. Technical difficulties. The camera just stopped recording for some reason. But right there where he was using the screwdriver, he was lengthening the adjuster. Because as your brake pads wear, that adjuster slowly, as you use the brakes, expands the brake shoes apart to keep them closer to the drums. So, what you didn't get to see there was the fight to get the drum over the new brake pads, because it took quite a lot of adjusting because he had really cranked it in too far, and then he got it out too far and then back in. Anyway, the moral of the story is at that point you want the brake pads to be adjusted out to where the drum will just fit over them. You want it not tight to where you can't turn the drum, but you don't want the pads way far away from the drum. You want them to be just, you know. And with the used drum like we were reusing, it kind of already has a groove in the drum, so that outer lip where there's not a groove, I mean, you just had to get them snugly fit over the pads, and then it was perfect. If you're using brand new drums, you're gonna have to leave just a little bit more gap than what we did, but you didn't see the gap we left anyway. And then once the drum's on, wheel and tire go on, so we right back in the action. Are you filming? All right, well, after the struggle we got her fit right. I don't know what I didn't film or did at this point, but
Who knows? But
so you lug nuts and your tire back on, torque them down. If you can't figure out how to do that, take your brakes somewhere else to have them done, please. All right, Well, we'll catch you next time.
Have a great day. Be safe.
Don't forget to click like and subscribe for more amazing garage footage.
And comment in the comments below. Whose mullet do you really think is better? The blonde or
The brunette.
Oh, he's got the curlies.
personally? I think I look better.
Just saying.
And if we don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good
Oh,
night.
he just went Truman Show. See ya.